after wasting his time. Allegedly he had good reason. He said allegedly he had good reason.
He had a vacation to Egypt that he planned 4 years in advance.
It sounds like a good reason. I want to
Sounds
see the Mountains.
terrible. No, so the Steelers finally got a quarterback. I guess they did not believe in their quarterback draft pick, Will Howard, thinking that he would be QB1. Definitely not believing in Mason Rudolph and his trash self. He still has brain damage from Myles Garrett.
Horrible.
And so he had to pick geriatric Aaron Rodgers, who is a wannabe but never quite as good as Brett Favre. And it looks like he tried to go on the same exact journey by jumping to the Jets. I would have literally kicked Aaron in the face if he would have went to the Vikings after this. But it looks like he tried to do me one better by kicking me back in the face by joining my own football team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's been terrible all the way around. This hippie got married. He showed up at training camp with a wedding ring. So he's off the peyote. He's married. And now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. So it's going to be very interesting. And this is going to be the one time in Aaron's life that he will have the opportunity to get praise from me, because I have slandered him his entire career and will probably continue to do so. But if he does get the Steelers to win one single playoff game, which we haven't done in 7 years, then maybe, just maybe, he'll get a compliment from me.
Hey, but we had a video right here of Aaron Rodgers throwing, to his number one target. Something that you're going to be seeing a lot this season.
Oh, my God.
Look at that. Y'all finally got a good wide receiver.
Quarterback combo.
Yeah, exactly.
Since Big Ben.
Hines Ward. I mean, I feel like DK Metcalf is better than Hines Ward.
I like DK. I'm happy about that signing. TJ.
They need to work on that. They need to work on that TJ deal next to see what he needs to do, because he is on his last season. I mean, like I told you earlier, Myles Garrett is making 4 years, $160 million.
That's because he's playing in football purgatory.
I mean, hey, that is. I mean, that's true. That's true. But I mean,
Browns have sucked.
Steelers are hoping on a lot. Like, I mean, with them giving him only a 1 year deal, I feel like, I don't feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna give you his all. Like, I don't feel like he's gonna try to take you to the Super Bowl or anything like that with only a 1 year deal.
I don't think he would take us to the Super Bowl regardless of how many year deal. But I think as far as him not playing well because of a 1 year deal, I think that would be the opposite. I feel like he's gonna try to play if he can stay healthy at a high level. So maybe he could get his final multi-year contract of a 2 or 3 year deal, or maybe like a 2 year with a player option. True. Or a 2 year with the team option. And so I feel like he's going to try to have a really impressive season. And he only had guaranteed $10 million and like 19.5 or something around, with incentives if he hits all his benchmarks and stays healthy.
Like $5.65 million when incentives. But I mean, I feel like he can get it. I mean, like the lowest thing he can do is make the playoffs and get a cool $500K. But like you've been saying, like the Pittsburgh Steelers, they got an easy layup schedule. Like the first 6 games, I mean, they playing the Jets, the Seahawks, the Patriots, the Vikings, and you got a week 5 bye week. Then you get out the bye week and play the Browns.
Yeah, I think the second half of our season, they somehow find a way to, I guess it's like, it's easier than it's been, but we still found a way to get screwed. Where it's like the first half of the season is cakewalk, and then the second half of the season we play all of our games. So like we literally play like the Ravens twice in a 3-week period, and they always do that.
That's all right, but I mean, what I do feel like the Steelers do still need a couple key spots to fill in. Like y'all still need a running back.
No, we don't.
You think so?
We got Warren. I believe Warren should have been the starter from day one. I was happy when Najee Harris. No, not that last year he did, but he came back towards the end. But he's healthy now. I didn't believe in Najee Harris. I thought he just did a cheap imitation of Le'Veon Bell, where he tried to kind of like shuttle in the hole and then make a cut, and that he would get tackled in the hole all the time. And I know he had like one of the highest yards per carry in the 4 years and hit these benchmarks in his 4 years. But it's like, if you really look at the stats, he was not that impressive, man. I feel like he should have done way more.
Yeah, I can give you that.
Because it's like there's so many times where it's like we can't get a first down, and it's because the running game is garbage.
So what do you feel like y'all missing in? You feel like y'all a perfect team?
I think we need to find a better, Aaron Rodgers is not a long-term, solution. Will Howard's maybe like 2 to 4 years away.
Well, 4 years is far.
Hopefully 3 years away. Two and a
2 to 3.
half
I give him 2
two
to
and a
3.
half years away. Aaron Rodgers was behind Brett Favre for what, like 4 years?
Yep.
So he anywhere from 2 to 4. So we'll see. And I don't know. They could definitely use another running back, but I think they got a decent. I forget off the top of my head, but we got another decent backup, like a third stringer, and then we drafted a good running back. I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head.
And y'all always got Friday move.
Yeah, and Fryer moves back. So come on now.
Exactly, but I need y'all to comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this whole Aaron Rodgers situation. Do you feel like it was a big mistake for him going to the Pittsburgh Steelers, or should he went to another team?
It was a mistake, but it's like we were screwed either way because if he didn't come, we would have been super screwed.
Mm.
But then if he still came here, it's like I hate it, but I understand it.
I feel
They
like
should. I think we should have signed Justin Fields. I was all in for giving Justin Fields the keys. Let Will Howard develop behind him, and then they could eventually battle for the starting QB1. And you have two young QBs battling it out, making each other better for a chance to be the starter, the full-time starter. But now you got cripple Aaron Rodgers trying to discount double check his way back to glory.
Exactly. Now you got to wait to week 1 when the Steelers play the Jets and see who get the last laugh.
Fields is going to crap on us. I can guarantee it. We're going to be asleep at the wheel, and then Fields is going to have the greatest game of his life.
Well, speaking of being asleep at the wheel, this next topic here